next panel discussion, which is based on smart farming, use of AI for livestock and dairy. And this will definitely delve into this digital transformation. And on the panel, we have from the legacy of Chitale Dairy to cutting-edge tech companies like atQor and Neopeak. So this discussion is definitely going to be very crucial. To guide this discussion, to navigate this discussion, our moderator, Dr. Sunil Gorantiwar. I would like to invite him on the stage, Dr. Sunil Gorantiwar, Executive Head of the Department of Irrigation and Drainage Engineering, Mahatma Phule Agriculture University. And our proposed speakers are Mr. Girish Chitale, Partner and Managing Director, Chitale Dairy, Mr. Pushkaraj Kale, Chief Executive Officer at atQor, Mr. Prashant Kulkarni, Founder Director, Neopeak Dairy Tech Private Limited, and Mr. Vishal Kuyate, Sales Manager, West DeLaval, India. Please give a big round of applause for all the eminent speakers and our moderator. And I hand over mic to Sunil, sir.
Hello. I would like to welcome all the participants who are here actually. So this is almost 1 p.m., but still I think there are committed participants who would like to witness this session. And as you know that the title of this particular session is use of AI, artificial intelligence for livestock and dairy. Okay? And we also know that AI is being used in various sectors of the development. Agriculture is no exception now. So many things are going on in agriculture as well. So previous two speakers, they also narrated their work in case of the agriculture. And at the same time, livestock management and dairy, these fields, they are also not exception, because as we see, the esteemed experts who are here, they are already working in AI sector, and their contribution is also immense. First of all, I would like to take opportunity to invite one more person here who also work in AI for dairy and livestock management at the university level research system, Dr. Somnath Mane. I invite you on stage, and maybe you can act as the backup moderator for me in case I need to leave for my overlap meeting actually. Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Somnath Mane. Now, I would like to introduce our esteemed speakers actually. Okay. So, I would like to say panelists, because we are having the panel discussion. And of course, the first one is Mr. Girish Chitale. Everybody knows him actually. Okay. I also visited your lab and farm several times, along with our previous vice chancellors. He has over 25 years of the experience in corporate governance, and is associated with companies including Chitale Farm LLP and Kakasaheb Chitale Foundation. Okay? He has earlier served in leadership roles at Nafari and BG Chitale Dairies, contributing significantly in dairy and food sector. So I would like to welcome you for this particular panel session. Our second panelist is Mr. Pushkaraj Kale, who is Chief Executive Officer of atQor, and he's renowned technology leader with more than 3 decades of experience. And that experience is in artificial intelligence. That is quite great actually. And he has driven large-scale digital innovation across sectors such as manufacturing, banking, FMCG, and importantly, dairy industry as well. Okay? So yesterday, when I had discussion with him, then he told one line about AI. If you wish to amplify, first you need to simplify. I think probably, yeah, okay. Then I think Mrs. Vidhi Gaur is not here. She couldn't come because of this flight thing. But then Mr. Prashant Kulkarni, okay, we welcome you, Mr. Prashant. You are founder director of Neopeak Dairy Technology, and you are also progressive dairy entrepreneur and having 15 years of international exposure. So I think this brings a lot of digital and AI technology with you. His expertise spans from design, nutrition, herd genetics, and technology-driven dairy management. And he's also importantly co-author of one book, A to Z Dairy Farming, and that is quite famous book. Okay, yeah, yes. And then Mr. Vishal Kuyate, he's very well known in our university system. Okay, so we consult him for many high-end technology in dairy and livestock management. He's from DeLaval Private Limited, and he brings 15 years experience in dairy automation, supporting commercial dairy farm across Maharashtra, Goa, and Gujarat. As regional scale manager, project scales, he helps farmers adopt modern technology that enhance efficiency and productivity. And AI could be one of the modern technologies that would help us to enhance the productivity. Okay? And then our invitee, Dr. Somnath Mane, he is professor of dairy and livestock management at College of Agriculture, Mahatma Phule Agricultural University. He himself has developed various AI-related and IoT-related tools for livestock management and dairy technology. In fact, those who are coming Pune for the first time, I would like to request them to visit his farm and lab as well. Okay? So together, all 6 of us now would like to explore the AI technologies for dairy and this livestock management. Maybe in the beginning, I would like to get the impression from our all the esteemed experts, and I would like to pose one question to them. Share your one innovation based on emerging technologies as AI from your domain, and that can transform Indian dairy and livestock industry. Sir, first can you?
See, artificial intelligence per se, as a name probably he may tell you, has come in recent times, but the use of mixed intelligence like machine learning and analytics along with the human intelligence has been there for so many years in industry. So if we start calling artificial intelligence as a narrow bandwidth, then it has been there for 20, 30 years along. And in that case, when we started, I think DeLaval is there, we started the first buffalo farm, which is automated all across the world. And buffalo was not seemed to be a pro-automation animal. So it was a very hard task for us, and that automation we did, and we could collect quite a few datas into it, and all the artificial intelligence is only a data driven. So unless and until you have a pure and curated data, you cannot have the intelligence based on that data. So on those farms, we could manage to get right from the animal yield, its capacity of milking, to its heat. Generally, buffaloes don't show the heat like cows. So all these things come together, we could manage it better and try to have better progeny for the farmers. This was our R&D farm for the buffalo. So probably the intelligence started at that period of time. We introduced quite a few technologies like ultrasound in animals. So that gave us an edge. So all these technologies put together and all these data assimilated and analyzed has given an edge of artificial intelligence at those times. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And maybe I would like to request now Pushkaraj Kale sahab. Maybe you may not have any invention related to AI in dairy, but you worked across various sectors. Maybe briefly you can tell about that, your innovations.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I think the biggest innovation in AI, what we have done, we have simplified and made AI for all real. So I think, and that's the point what I was talking to him yesterday. There is a scare about AI, that AI is restricted only for Elon Musk. That's not the case. AI is something which should be redefined as assisted intelligence. Everyone can use it, right from farmer to a worker to a clerk, to a CEO, to everyone on that. And I think our biggest innovation and something, that's why I travel practically 10 hours today to just come out over here for this 30 minutes, is I'm big proponent of AI for all. Everyone sitting out over here should be using AI every day in their life. And to me, sir, that's been the biggest innovation, that can we make it real for everyone on that? That's what I would say.
Yes, sir. Kulkarni, sir.
So, myself, I've been working in industry for last many years, starting from the scratch, like from doing farming from hottest desert in Marmum in Dubai, and coming back in India and working as a senior manager in Prabha Dairy, going to the backyard dairy farmers, understanding what are the pain points and how our Indian dairy industry is working. My eminent partner, Mr. Aditya Baru, is also here. He's a core domain expertise in technology in AI. My domain expertise are in management, wherein we find the gaps where the daily operational practices which have been done, how we can fill the gaps, because AI is here to help us. And most importantly, it should be affordable for everyone. The current current market which is driven by IoT devices or any devices, if you see in Indian dairy industry, there are huge gaps, like very marginal farmers who are having 5 to 10 cows cannot afford to have an IoT device. If it is a too good IoT device, it's very expensive. And if it is a marginal cost-effective device, it might not show you the right results. To fill in the gap, we need something which will really help us to understand where the farmers are going wrong. And on that basis, we have come up with an idea where we are putting up a CCTV cameras in the farm. We are getting the data, we are analyzing the behavioral of the cow, and we have been doing this for last 3 to 4 years, and we found out that this could be a revolutionary in the sense to get optimizing the cost and the operations. Farmer is one person is very busy. You know, we had very good farm management softwares on mobile. Very good innovators in India have developed it, but very few data points or very few data has been collected. Farmer is busy rolling his finger on the Insta rolls, but not interested in putting in data. If you add him to ask him to put some data every day, he will not show that. He will be reluctant. We want system, we want AI which will help farmers to give them alert and show them where is the data points. It catches the data points remotely, gives the analytic reports, and show the data where it can be useful for him to use to operationalize or optimize his daily operations. So that's what our company objective is, and we have been doing for last 3 years, and we have found few farms under our observations. We have collected very good data, good team of people around me. Also, we are doing consulting in business of setting up farms where they get optimized results from the operations and all. So I think there is a good market and good future for Indian dairy industry, especially our marginal farmers who are having 5 to 10 cows should be. I think those are we should be. AI can help them, and that can reduce the cost, and also it will enhance the operations. Thank you.
Vishal ji.
So one innovation, if I want to talk about, as has been mentioned by Girish sir, that automation and mechanization is there with us from last many years. So it's not that this is something which is been talked now only. Girish sir is the live example wherein their farm is there from last 25 years using the high-end automation. If I talk about an innovation which we see can make a huge difference in a global market per se also, and in Indian market also. As a company, DeLaval, as we are working from last 140 years with thousands and lakhs of farmers, we are having a privilege of having the information being received from different part of world, different part of farmers. So in a way, we as a company are building a data warehouse globally, wherein the information from different farm, different practices, different breed can be analyzed, and with the help of that data warehouse, we are trying, or we are on the path of creating some AI gadgets, some AI tools, which will help then a small scale farmer also and a commercial dairy farmer also, who is looking at it as a commercial business. So that is something which down the line 10 years, we see as a potential which will help farmers to do their work more efficiently rather than just working on assumptions or taking decision on assumptions.
Yes, sir. Thank you, all of you. Sir, Chitale sir, again, sir, you have very deep experience in building dairy enterprises at different stage. But presently, how this AI technology or IoT technology we can use at different level, means at farm level, at processing level, or value chain level. And what is the present status at a big farmer or a farmer level?
See, again, with the precursor of what I said and what others are saying, any artificial intelligence is based on a pure and curated data. And unless and until that data is actual factual data, no artificial intelligence can value add in any system. So those processes who are already digitized, they are easily converted into AI. But those who are not, like farming, it is highly impossible to have digitization in farming, especially in India, because small land holding, small cattle holding is preventing them from, having those data sensors or whatever things, automations to be installed on their fields or kettles. So upwards from that, from collection to procurement to the dispatch, transportation, processing, marketing, distribution, every field, it is very significant change that data processing has made. I would not say artificial intelligence, since he is sitting besides me, because it is too easy to tell anything which beyond your normal routine thing as artificial intelligence. Then by that, many of us using Excel just has to fill the form as a table, and then somebody putting equation into it as a summary or division or percentage can become artificial intelligence as per today's norm. So artificial intelligence is too far away. It is like, still kind of imaginary thing in so many things. So unless and until you have a data-rich system, artificial intelligence is too far away, number one. And number two, as he said, it is to help us, not to take away something from us. So when there were computers, people were fearing that computer will take away the jobs. But that doesn't have happened. Similarly, artificial intelligence are there to help us. So unless and until we see something helpful, needful, that has been done by intelligence, nobody is going to accept that intelligence in their purview. So it is highly focused thing, and food industry, processing industry, dairy industry has moved from, say, quick commerce, e-commerce, then logistics, then processing intelligence, then probably Tetra Pak and DeLaval and so many other companies have now artificial intelligence put into their machineries. So remote assessment of problems are there, preventive maintenance structure is there. So the fight between preventive maintenance and breakdown maintenance has been reduced, the gap is reduced because of the intelligence that has come from the sensors installed on the machines. So all this thing has come. So all the logistics and procurement and all the distribution and the processing is highly now on the verge of getting processed as intelligence. But the first part, the origin, where the milk comes from, is still way ahead, and there are few more things to do for this, and it's quite a virgin land.
Yes, sir. Data is very important for AI. For farmer point of view, to spread the adoption of this automation or mechanization or AI. So what support do this dairy industry or dairy company or institution to be need to extend to the farmer. It may be financially, or it may be technically, or it may be for the training point of view. So what kind of strategy should be there?
See, anybody who is developing AI tools for the farmers or the last mile should think of using WhatsApp and Google as a technology. So those have created huge things. That is artificial intelligence only. Google Map never went into the streets of India to actually map it. They have the satellites for the macro kind of thing, mapping, and they generally take your opinion about, I went somewhere here, I tagged myself as I'm here, and that has been, 3-4 people have also tagged it in the same coordinates. Then Google Map uploaded that location. So it's people participation which is made easy. And the concern that you told, that nobody, they are happy to scroll Instagram and Facebook, but nobody is going to put their own data into the app, is quite obvious. Nobody puts their data on the Google Map, but when you go in some hotel or restaurant, it shows that restaurant will be full at this time, and this will not be empty, and this will be having low kind of footfall at this time. You have went to this restaurant 2 years back. All this is artificial intelligence per se. So I have never put it in. I have just have my mobile carried with me and location on. So it is giving the data to me as well as the Google. So unless and until we make this type of easy to input things at the farm level, nobody is going to use it. So OPEX based kind of things can be there, weather stations can be put into the, with the crowdfunding or something like that, then this can be easily done. The farmers will do it, otherwise it will be very difficult.
Or any expectation from government agency or at a farmer point of view?
Anywhere, anytime, I expect list from the government. Government is to run or to govern. So if we on this forum suggest some policy or governance points, they should take up with due diligence. Otherwise, they are nothing to do with what we do, because as a democracy, government is to facilitate people or govern them in adequacy with their freedoms and rights. So if I have some problem, I have to find solution. And if government policy is deterring to have the solution which is mass applicable, then government comes into picture to solve it. One thing, not artificial intelligence, but one thing that probably government should sort is, like they should have Gir cows coming from Brazil rather than Gujarat and Rajasthan and Pakistan border, because we don't have those cows in pure form in India available. They are available in Brazil, but that is preventing. So if government can make a policy to get back those good cows with progeny tested cows back in India, that is a policy that government should run. Otherwise, we are the people who run for ourselves. So we have to create a peer pressure on government to have better policies for us.
Yes, sir.
This is my opinion.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Pushkaraj Kaleji, sir, you have enabled AI transportation across multiple industry. So what are the most practical and high impactful AI application you see in dairy or livestock management industry in next 2 years or next 5 years, particularly on farmer point of view?
So, two things as a perfect segue from what Girish talked about. If you are going to make it relevant, people will use it. If you are going to make it something real big fancy, people are not going to use it, right? Now, the second point is, if you look at what's happening in all these industries, and you heard from all the panelists, in next 1, 2 or few years, the number of data points which are getting collated is drastically increasing. You're talking about sustainability, you're talking about traceability, At the end of it, these all are some data points you're collecting at different points. Now, these data points are the one which we can leverage to talk about something much bigger. What he talked about a minute earlier, that if we do not have data, it's garbage in, garbage out. So once we start collating all this information, I think there is a lot what can happen in. Few examples which I can talk about, and I think to an extent this is already being done. Now, if you look at the color or the density of your input milk, and with that, with normalize or with some tasting thing, we cannot do it. But that has a manual intervention. How much of that can be automated? Now, these technologies has been there for some time. It's just getting better. I think that is one source what you can see. But fundamentally, across other industries, what I am seeing, and that can be easily replicated here. Right? I'll give you a customer's name. We were talking in Bangalore to Dairy Day ice cream. The CFO says my biggest problem is raw material. I am having a 40% leakage there. Right from the day sourcing data to what actually gets into production. Reasons are many. How can you help me reduce that piece? Now, these are some places where a lot can happen in AI because this data is getting captured, right? That is one part. Second, you take it to the other side, the second side of supply chain. From production, you are taking it further to your customers, to your consumers, to your B2B suppliers. Now, how do I have a complete control on what's happening at the consumer end? So the same example of how we have used AI at Dairy Day, we have a freezer throughput. Through the freezer throughput, because of IoT, we are collecting that. We are able to collate in which region, what kind of ice cream is consumed when, and what is the likely demand. Now, what's happening? This is helping me look at the whole supply chain backward and how do I source things. So these are some real small examples which will become mainstream. Some people have started, some people are doing it, it will become mainstream. The third example which I can talk about, look at the number of documentation which is required. Now we have so many regulators coming in, right? We heard the earlier panel talking about regulations is becoming more tighter. What are the regulation asking you? Fundamentally, they are asking you, you need to have evidence in a documentary form kept with you and for a duration or whatever. That's also a data. Now, how smartly can I build up that particular database in my own system where I have a control, which I can use it not only as a evidence for some certification, but also currently it is lying in some files. Can I make a productive use of it for my own business and it gives the feedback to me? So these are cases which manufacturing others have solved it. FMCG has solved it. So I think within agriculture and dairy, as the data size increases, data points increase, many of these things will come in.
From industry point of view, so many companies are working on presently automation or mechanization on presently in AI also. So how your company can accelerate this transition in particular dairy industry, sir?
Happy to engage with you all. That's the whole purpose I have come here for that part. I mean, firstly, to everyone in the audience, I can tell you one thing. If you are not using AI daily, you cannot expect AI to help your business. So fundamentally, you all have to look at the question which you should ask, can AI help you save your 20% per day? 20% of your time. And unless you find that, you should not go further to your teams to go and do something on AI. Because AI starts from top, and the simple use cases which will happen at the top, I think will go everywhere. So happy to engage with you in whatever form. I am a big proponent of AI for all. Happy to engage with you all on that.
And sir, one more question. Sir, at farmer level, it is very difficult to collect this data. For that, how we can generate that data? Because farmers are not interested to keep all this record regarding feeding, breeding. And so that data is very important from AI point of view also. So how we can...
So little different view on that. Sir talked about WhatsApp. How many times have we seen a WhatsApp advertisement and how to use WhatsApp? How did the farmer learn on their own? So if you're making it easy for them, making it relevant for them, 100% they will use it. the key is, see, if you look at AI, please understand one thing. AI is just 20% technology. It is 80% the business use case which you bring in. We tend to look at AI, oh, there's something big thing, is 90% technology, only 10%. Nahi hai sir waisa. He gave example about Insta. Are the farmers or the kids not using Insta? Nobody taught them. But if it's relevant for them, unless we make it relevant for them, they will not use it. The key is
We are trying to teach. Now, as an industry, we feel problems with the quality of the product. For example, raw milk quality. Then the problem with the feed. Then the problem with the breeding as at the farm. And then the antibiotic use, which has been used vigorously, and it is a challenge for everyone. Now, when I was working in Gulf, I understood that by the time when we were, I was in maybe in 2014-15, up to that time, not a single cow wasn't having an IoT device on her neck. Her size was 1800 cows. What I understand that if there is a good observant, there are good herdsmen, they observe the cow, they can learn, they can understand, they can predict what is going to go wrong with these cows. Why cannot an CCTV camera, the idea came with my company, Neopeak, what we did is that, why cannot, if the human eye can see it, why cannot a camera can see it? Camera has been installed in all our places, right? What we came up with that, we just installed the cameras in the farm, we observed the behavioral changes, giving them a timely alert. Mr. Aditya will really give the technology part of it, but what I've seen as a dairy farmer point of view, it was easy to learn that, okay, this cow was probably on the heat. This cow might go lame. And initial intervention was helping the farmer to intimate the LSS, call him in time. Instead of giving a higher antibiotic, he used to start with a lower anti-inflammatory drug, improve his health. The natural immunity levels will also improve. So in this thing, what we observe that AI will help only when it is easy. It is easy in the sense that it gives the right collective data, real-time inputs. It's timely intervention in that, and on that base, there are a lot of IoT devices or AI softwares where the feeding analytic can be done, right? You have done extremely well in giving up balanced ration app, which is very useful. But again, the same thing, are the farmers are really willing to put in data in that? If not, then we have to find a solution where we can get the data, and on that basis we suggest that area. Now people in industry are thinking about doing FPOs, cooperative farms are coming together. Why cannot we do this in the same manner? We bring up the area-wise mapping of a dairy. So in Maharashtra also, there are very intensive dairy pockets, right? The dairy is not widely spread, but very intensive pockets. We do some technological enhancement or data analytics on that particular region, gather the data, and then predict what can be done in particularly managing. Because last man in the farm is more vulnerable. He's been crashed, or rather he's been struggling with the milk prices, he's been struggling with the increase in feed cost, increase in medical expenses and everything. If AI can reduce his overall operational cost and help him to get a timely decisions, it will definitely help all of us in the industry.
So means again, why this many smart technology do not work well after pilot project at farm level, yeah. Or what is the mindset, or whether it is cost effect or skill problem or mindset of that farmer, so that we have to study for adoption of this technology.
Sir, mainly if you see DeLaval is a big brand, global big brand. Now they have been doing exceptionally well worldwide, and they are doing good in India also. But how many DeLaval milking units been installed compared to now? If you see, just take an example of a milking machine. 10-15 years back, there was a saying that if you install a milking machine, blood will come out. So people were not ready to adapt it. Later, DeLaval did education. They give knowledge to the farmers. This is easy. It is usable. People started adopting it. Now the thing has changed that every village or taluka level, there is a milking machine manufacturer available. You go to any taluka place, there is somebody who is manufacturing a milking machine, right? Whether it is right or wrong, whether it is good or bad, they have adapted it. So it is a time consuming thing. Second thing, any device which are very good are really expensive. So I have seen very good, good company IoT devices, very useful, very helpful in taking decisions. But unless and until we don't tell farmer, once the data is shown on the screen, what to read, first he has to go what to read about it. If he's not able to understand what is to do, or what to read out of that technology or that report, he'll not able to take the decision. In that case, I think what we are looking at is that a non-variable device which will help farmers to give the insight what is going around the farm and give him a real-time alerts so that he can intervene. And most importantly, where the traceability is very important is in milk. We are talking traceability in our agriculture, in crops and everything. But I think today need of our is that we have to have a traceability in our milk and milking supply chain as well. From where the milk is coming, at what level it has been poured in, tipped into the tanks, what was the temperature there, is they been maintained? And this is what I think it's a this a big thing, but small steps at a time will really solve the problem.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now, Vishalji, you are very close to our agriculture university, and
Yes,
you are also very close to progressive farmer in Maharashtra as well as India. So now the AI is repressing the dairy industry. So how AI is reshaping milk atomization or health monitoring, mostly health monitoring, or feeding system, or automatic milk system, or farm flow in Indian concept of point of view, sir?
Right, sir. So I will put some light on that. So when it comes to milking machines, has been told by sir, has been used very commonly now by the farmers. When it comes to commercial farms, wherein there are big number of cattle. So on those farms, time is very crucial. Means there is limited time in which you had to do a lot many of tasks when it comes to managing a particular cattle. Then you have to feed the cattle, you have to milk the cattle, you have to take care of them in terms of vaccination or health protocols or other things. So looking at the extensive work or operational things which has to be focused upon, we have come up with one more technological solution which we call it as flow responsive milking. So as of now, what we commonly see is a machine wherein milking is being done of a particular cattle at a fixed vacuum. So a machine has been applied at the udder of the cattle, a vacuum has been driven through it, and then the milking is happening, which takes around 5 to 7 minutes. So with the help of this next platform, wherein AI again is enabled, the milking will be done or is done measuring the flow of milk at that particular 5 to 7 minute milking session. So if a cow, in cows and buffaloes, even if a cow gives 10 liter of milk, there are different flow patterns while she gives milk. If the cow is sick, the flow pattern might change. If the cow is in good conditions, the flow pattern might change. In between cows also there are various different flow patterns. So while milking cows or buffaloes, when we are applying fixed vacuum, at times it is possible that the cow is not letting down milk, but then again the vacuum is there on the teat. So eventually, in long run, it might affect the teat health of the cow, and eventually it basically goes prone into mastitis or other issues which normally a farmer faces. So flow responsive milking is something wherein the focus is upon providing vacuum at teat end level, the vacuum that is needed at teat end level. So if the cow is stimulating, if she has not letting down the milk, the vacuum should be different. If the cow have started milking, the vacuum should be different. If while milking also, if the flow again gets slower on the slower side, the vacuum should enact in response to the flow, which will help to milk the cow in more natural and more comfortable manner, and it will help eventually in keeping the teat end of the cow more healthy, which will eventually give farmer more productive liters of milk in the whole lactation. So this was about milking. What we are seeing new, which will come down the line. If I talk about health monitoring, sir, health monitoring is something which we are doing from last, say, 20, 25 years. Sir is already a live example of it. To take it a further step ahead, we are also working on behavioral analysis, as been mentioned by sir. So what is behavioral analysis? Health monitoring tags are already there, which helps in monitoring activity of cattle. If the cattle is loose house, if the cattle is kept in mukta gotha, a tag can basically monitor a cow movement and accordingly will help us in giving an actionable result whether that cow either is in coming into heat or either is going towards disease prone. So behavioral health analysis, what we have brought now, that helps not only in measuring activity and the lower activity part of it, it also helps in understanding the overall behavior of a cattle. Means cattle for 15 minutes in morning and 15 minutes in evening. Those are the 30 minutes when she is supposed to get milk. Apart from those 30 minutes, she is supposed to stay inside shed. She is supposed to do her day-to-day things and then have a rest and then ruminate. So how the cattle is behaving inside shed or inside farm, that is very much crucial. If that information is gathered and if that gathered information is then converted into an actionable result, wherein a farmer need not have to look at the data of each and every animal, as been told by sir, that at farmer level it is difficult for him to analyze report in right manner. Probably his veterinary doctor might do it in far better manner. But to simplify it, if this data is been collected, software has a capacity or software has a back-end brain which will help in immediately sorting out the cattle which today requires actionable results or actionable things to be done. So this behavioral analysis helps in finding how much time she has spent on feeding table, how much time she had rested for rumination, how much time she had given for rumination, how much time she is roaming around shade, which shows us her normal activity. So when in heat, the activity automatically rises. If an animal is having some disease prone things, which is completely in initial stage, if these all elements are being studied, it is very easy for a farmer from 100, 200 animals to find out which 2, 3 animals are there to be focused upon today. So this is how that particular thing will help. If I talk about things to be done inside barn, so in India, as we know, we are into extreme conditions when it comes to climate. So every region is having its own challenges. Every region it's having its own climatical differences. Cattle, cow or buffalo, they are prone to climate changes, means their effectiveness or their efficiency gets impacted when the climate is not in their favor. So for that, there are different tools which will helps to bring their heat stress down, which helps in then performing better.
Yes. Thank you, Vishal ji. Vishal ji, sorry. So actually, this is last question for you. From your perspective, what specific automation technology need to be become more accessible or affordable to the farmers in present situation? In one line only.
Yeah. In present situation, if I talk about, as we as a country are having farmers with farm size of say around 3 animal, 5 animal and 10 animals. If I talk about them, it is important as we are all now techno savvy, smartphone is getting common almost at the farm level also. So as a next step after machine or after doing improvements on the farm, it is important to take the data into a software which is easily readable, which is easy for a farmer to read and insert the data, and then that software should help in terms of notification to help with a to-do list to a farmer when he wakes up in morning. He should know what all activities he is supposed to do with his cows. If that things turn around, that shall help the farmer.
Yes, sir. So, thank you very much all panelists for today's actually your guidance will definitely helpful for the dairy industry, particularly farmer point of view. So, as our agriculture university, we have also developed different apps, Phule Dairy app. So that app will give all information regarding from breed to milk and milk products. So that technology we have developed. Also, as Vishal mentioned, THI based livestock advisory system. That app also we have developed. So such kind of different apps are developed by ICR or Agriculture University, but adoption rate at farmer level is very low, as mentioned by the Kulkarni sir or Kale sir, or also very great experienced person, Chitale sir is also mentioned. So Chitale sir is a brand of is brand in dairy industry, sir. So every industry person or policy maker or farmer should, progressive farmer should visit that Chitale farm. So thank you very much again, all of you. And yeah, sir.
Sorry, we are running late, but I want to put one sentence that we were talking. Here right now we are talking directly about the precision farming in dairy. But the farmer yet to have a stage one, like economics in the farming, then wisely using his knowledge to put the economics to better profits, then smartly using his knowledge to maximize his profit, and then comes the precision farming of any sense, whether it is a cattle or anything. So unless and until those four stages are comfortably processed, the data at the last level will not come. But even at the economy level, the farmer can use AI as a tool, as simple as he uses a one bank account to receive the milk receipts, payment receipts, and in the same account, if he puts all his expenses for his farm and just download the statement, bank statement for a quarter or a year and put into the ChatGPT or any AI tool, he will get all the summary about economics of the farm. So no need of sensors into it. So as small as this application, as he said, AI for all, to precision farming, anything can be done, but it has to be started. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you. Thanks a lot for this wonderful discussion panel. I would like to invite Rajesh sir, and on the behalf of Bombay Chamber, we would like to felicitate all of you. Yes. Please give them a big round of applause for this wonderful discussion. We really had right from the legacy of Chitale to the, yeah, Azhar bhai aiye na. Yeah, please. Azharji, Mr. Azhar Tambuwala is here. So on behalf of our Bombay Chamber, we would like to felicitate our speakers as well as our moderator, Dr. Mane. Even thankful to our moderator, Dr. Govitrikar, Gorantiwar. Yes. Chitale ji, Mr. Girish Chitale, Partner and Managing Director, Chitale Dairy. Mr. Pushkaraj Kale sir, Chief Executive Officer, atQor. Mr. Prashant Kulkarni, Founder Director, Neopeak Dairy Tech Private Limited. Mr. Vishal Kuyate, Sales Manager, West DeLaval, India. I would like to call upon Devugaukar ma'am, Chidmay Devugaukar ma'am, Managing Director, CERT ID India Private Limited and Co-Chairperson of Agriculture and Food Processing Committee, Bombay Chamber. We would like to felicitate you with some gifts also. Yes, Dr. Bane, our moderator. Thank you, sir. And after this, we are going to have our next Fun Quest pitching session. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have one photograph, please. Big round of applause. This was day one's second session, and now we are moving ahead to another Fun Quest pitching session.